Hello to all my friends in the Baccarat community. I'm Baccarat Stu, finally back at you with another video. I know it's been several months since we've talked, but I've been in the basement working on something. I'm currently out traveling and I don't really have a script for all this, so I'm shooting off the cuff as best I can, so bear with me. But I've been working on thinking of ways I could build and improve on 24. And I think that I have the perfect creation. We've upgraded from 24 to 30, where the idea will be to get 30 units in a day, 5 units at a time, 6 times a day, generally speaking, or any way you want to break up 30. If you want to do 10 units a day, 3 times a day, 3 units a day, 10 times a day, uh, 3 units a day, 10 times a day, or 10 units, 3 times a day. However, you'd like to divide up 30, if 30 units 1 time a day. This system is for you. And I think that I've now made some minor tweaks that have completely made this system unstoppable. And we will discuss all of that here in a little bit. But first of all, I want to talk about a few things before I get started on actually playing and demonstrating what we're doing. So, let's talk about what makes a good system or what a system must overcome. So obviously the most basic system is either flat bedding or martingaling. And the reason that flat bedding doesn't work is because over time you're expected to lose, especially if you're paying out commission to the banker. Over time you're expected to lose and your money will just be eaten up slowly if you keep flat betting until you eventually run out. If you keep flat betting, you're much more likely to lose all your money than to continuously grow, unless you get incredibly lucky and you just have to get really good at picking banker or player. So the enemy, so that creates where you have to come up with systems like, for example, the martingale or the Fibonacci or something that involves changing your bet at some point or another. There's negative progressions and then there's positive progressions. The problem with both negative and positive progressions is that sooner or later you're going to hit a streak where the progression fails and you're gonna lose all your money or you're gonna put way behind where the positive progression is gonna have to do a whole lot of work to get you caught up. However, I think that I've created a system that takes the best of a progression and puts it in a system where you're not going to have those long losing streaks. And I believe that I've solved both of these problems with this system. So let me do a little bit of a demonstration and then let me talk about the new pricing packages for my system after the demonstration, which I'm very excited to talk to you guys about. And you're going to want to stick around because I'm probably the only one on the internet who's actually going to guarantee the success of my system. But before we get into that, the pricing system, let's uh let's do a little bit of demonstration. Let's try to get 10 units. Now, before we begin, let me ask this question. Is this system going to be sexy? No. Are you going to win a whole lot at once? No, you're not. Are you going to be consistent? Yes. Over the long term, are you going to make a lot of money? Yes. I believe after the first year of doing this, that's the one thing this system's going to rely on is you being consistent and playing. But after the first year of doing this, you're going to be making about $66 a day. Now, are you going to start out making $66 a day? No, that's going to be the average and you're going to build up to it. After the second year of doing this, it's I forget what the number is off the top of my head. Like I said, I don't have this scripted, But after the third year, you're going to be making about $150 a day. And it's going to go up and up and up from there. And I have many ideas. And eventually, after a couple of years of doing this, you'll be making up to $300,000 per year or $328,000 per year once you reach the final destination, which is where this system ultimately is going to lead you to. So, is it going to be quick? No. Is it going to be, are you going to make a lot of money right away? No. Is it going to be work? Yes. But will it be consistent? Yes. So, and that, what is my friends, is what I believe all you can ask for. So we're going to uh do an even bet, and we're just going to try to get 10 units. Of course, there would be a draw. All right, so there's a bet. So we're going to bet on 1 unit on banker, and we're going to lose. Okay. So the goal is going to be to get this to 1010 or about there minus commissions. So we lost our first bet. Okay, and we're gonna do even bets. All right, and now we're gonna do a 3 unit bet on, I'm sorry, it's gonna be a 2 unit bet on banker. And we lost. All right, so we're down 3 units. All right. And we're gonna keep playing. Shoot, I didn't mean to do that. Let's undo that. Like I said, this is not scripted. I haven't played this shoe yet. I don't know what's coming up, but we're gonna be doing even bets. Okay. Now, my my friends who have practiced with me before, they're gonna say, Baccarat Stu, don't you see, this, spotted pattern, this chop pattern? And yes, I see it, but that's not our goal. Our goal is to avoid long losing streaks and to uh avoid and to just find something that's consistent. All right, so now we're gonna do 2 units on banker. And we lost again. All right, 3 losses in a row. No worries. All right, and then we're gonna do 4 units on banker. 4 losses in a row. Like I said, I told you this wasn't scripted, guys, but don't worry. This system's never failed yet. It's not gonna start now. Again, yes, we see the dragon, and the dragon finder in me is dying to take that. So also, I will say, I would recommend playing this at an online casino that allows, this is was going to work best with online casinos until, at least until you build up your bankroll. And this is going to be one of those things where the more you move along and the more you grow, the safer you will be. But I would recommend playing at a place where you get speed baccarat, so you could play a whole shoe and it doesn't take like an hour at a time or something. All right, so we did 3 units on banker. All right, we got our first win. And you see how, if we're playing just one side or the other, how how we're avoiding long losing streaks here. Even when we lose, we're avoiding long losing streaks. And so what we're doing is we're finding different ways, advantages within the shoe based off looking at multiple shoes that show up that give us just the smallest little bit of edge when you put everything together. So does can a can a shoe flip and go backwards and stuff on you? Yes, it can, and it does happen. But that's why we're doing this in a controlled manner so that even if it does do it, we can catch it. So we're going to do a 9 unit bet on banker, and we lost. No worries. You notice again, we started with 1,000 units. That's the minimum I suggest you start with. And we just wait to pick our moments here. Which sometimes the shoe doesn't give us our moments, but that's okay because, like I said, we're avoiding getting hurt right now by allowing us, or by picking our moments. Is that we're not going to get a long streak that's going to kill us. Okay, and we're going to do 4 units on banker, and we won. All right, so we got a new shoe. Remember, 988. So overall, that shoe was a negative, but we're still very much in control of this game. So we're gonna go and start a new shoe, and we're gonna put $988 into the account. Let's go ahead and do this. All right, so we got $988 right here. And now we pick our moments here. We're going to do 12 units on player, and we lost. And we're going to do 5 units on player, and we won. And we're going to do 15 units on player, and we won again. And we're going to do 10 units on player, and we won again. And look, we're in profit now. We're up 6 units. Like I said, there was never anything to worry about. You can see how the system corrected itself. We were never going to go on a long losing streak, and that's about as long as a losing streak as you're going to see. Alrighty, so now we restart. We come back to base, safety in base, and we won. And like I said, I haven't played any of these shoes yet, so I don't know what's coming. As you guys say, I hit start new shoe, so there was no way that I could have seen this shoe or planned to be on losing streak. And we pick our moment. and we did 3 units on player, and we won. So right there, there's 10 units. There's a demonstration of how the system works. It's beautiful. It's amazing. I believe is as close to perfection for a baccarat system as you're going to get. So, let us discuss uh the new payment plan for the system if you guys would like to learn what I guess now I'm dubbing is called 30 instead of 24. The upgrade from 24 is now to 30. So there's 3 tiers of this system, and you guys are going to be very excited about this, I think. So in tier one, it's going to cost you $500 or $750. And what this tier gets you is we'll get you a collection of video lessons, or if you want to pay the $750, you'll get the video lessons, plus you'll get one-on-one with me. We'll set up a meeting and we'll go through everything, and I'll make sure you understand everything and you could ask me questions at that time or any such thing. But to anyone who purchases any of these, you will have access to me through email to ask me any questions that you have the entire time. Now, this is where it gets exciting. So that's tier one. Tier two, you get everything that tier one offers, plus I'm offering insurance on the system. What I mean by that, the system is going to be fully refunded to you if you play this system, if you perfectly, and you send me proof of that you play the system perfectly and your bankroll went bust. If you do that, I will completely refund your $1,000 purchase price. And then tier three is where it gets really exciting. I see you guys probably see the $2,000 price tag. So tier two is $1,000. 1250 if you want to have the one-on-one lessons. That's an extra $250 for any of these. Um, so if you want the fully refundable guarantee, it's going to be $1,000 for the system. But if you end up using the refund, I'll refund your $1,000. So now the tier three is $2,000. And in tier three, you get everything that tier two and tier one offers and much more. All right, so this is where it gets exciting. Everyone who invests in this tier, in tier three, will have that extra $1,000 because from tier two to tier three, will be put into an account on for online gambling. During that account will be played in every day, and there'll be live streams where you can come watch the play where that account is played, and it'll be played by the book as the strategy says. Every During that time, you'll have access to talk with me or anyone else, exclusive access to the live stream to watch it, and it'll be just a good time for us where we all make money. Everyone who invests into this tier will weekly will be given a percentage of the monthly earnings. So the way that's going to work is 33% of all the profit will be taken out every month and divided equally amongst all of the donors who are on tier three. So obviously, the more people who donate, the more money we'll be able to make, and the more money that will be shared weekly. And as this grows and grows and grows over the years, what might start out as maybe, for example, just off the top of my head, maybe a $30, $60 check every week will turn into hundreds of dollars in checks every week to maybe thousands of dollars to checks every week, depending on how many people play and as the years go on. So this will be an opportunity looked at as an investment where you will grow with everyone else who comes to play in the tier three system because I'm so sure that this will work. Um, Let me just look over my notes. So, for example, if five people buy tier three, we will put $5,000 into a tier three account. Well, $5,000 we will earn at that point, we will be starting out earning $60 a day. So $20 a day will be taken out after 7 days. So 20 times seven would be $140. So every week you'll get your portion of $140 uh weekly. Now, as that grows, that number will grow. Um, as like I said, you'll have access to live streams. You'll be able to talk with me exclusively, and you'll have access to an official Discord where there'll be videos of the live stream that are shown, and you'll have access to talk with me there and other people who are part of the tier three as we all make money together, and it'll be a big party at that system. So that's all I have to say right now. If you have any questions or if you would like to train with me, you can contact me at baccaratstu@gmail.com. As again, is baccaratstu@gmail.com. I'm very excited about this. I hope we get many tier three people so that we all can sit there and make money together. I think I'm the only person in the Baccarat community who's offering anything like this, especially with a fully refund for the training if your bankroll goes bust. So again, my name is Baccarat Stu. It's been a pleasure talking with you. Good to see everyone again, and I look forward to hearing from you guys. Have a good day.